What's up, ladies and gents? Your boy is back and got another topic for you guys tonight. And I want to talk about Colin Kaepernick pretty much being effectively blackballed from any and all NFL teams. Now, the NFL draft is coming up, free agency, and all that other jazz, and especially like the regular season will be here before you know it. So Colin Kaepernick is running out of time and running out of options, and more so than his NFL, how he performed this past NFL season. He mostly stood out for his protest of the American flag, pretty much saying, well, with all this police brutality and all these killings of unarmed black folks going on, that he feels like there's injustice going on in America, and until this is fixed, or at least there's some improvement, then he's going to sit for the American flag, or he's going to sit for the national anthem. And of course, that got him some negativity and some harsh criticism from NFL fans and not NFL fans, because they feel like by him sitting for the national anthem, he's being unpatriotic or he's being offensive. But yeah, the loss of an innocent black life isn't offensive. Come on, America. But yeah. Now, a lot of people will say that, well, he's not really being checked for by a lot of these other NFL teams. It's not because of his protesting. It's because he's not producing. He's not performing. Like he's not as good as a quarterback as he used to be. And that's debatable. You can argue on that all day long. But the problem with that is that there's been worse quarterbacks than Colin Kaepernick who have gotten second and third chances. Like I said, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, Colin Kaepernick being blackballed is, like I said, it's not a fair thing. But I think it was this past off season, where Colin Kaepernick says, well, if somebody decides to pick him up, that he is going to stand for the national anthem this year because he's seen some improvement. And of course, he got a lot of harsh criticism with that because because to a lot of fans, he's going back on his word. I mean, he's pretty much selling out to the man. He's selling out just so he can have a job next year. And I hate to say it, but as a fan of Colin Kaepernick, that's not entirely false. But then again, it's different today. You guys have to understand something. People's livelihoods are at stake here, and I hate to say it, but if I was in his position, I kind of would do the same thing. I'm willing to swallow my pride if it means swallowing some food. That's just my wholehearted opinion. And you guys got to understand something, that it's not the 1960s anymore. Like, protesting and boycotting is not as effective as it used to be. And the reason for that is because all the wrong people got too much money. And even Muhammad Ali said in the 1960s, in not so many words, that he would rather go broke than to stop fighting for a cause that he believes in.
People. So everything I'm doing, if it means hitchhike tomorrow, if it means be raggedy, if it means look for a job, I'll be happy because I can go to bed, my conscience is clear, and I didn't sell out or trade my people just because I could be rich in Hollywood with a yacht out here that could be my yacht right there. Imagine it's valued at $200,000, but I wouldn't want that damn yacht if I couldn't go back over in the black neighborhood and protest a black woman being raped. The hell with the yacht. The hell with the championship.
And another thing, a lot of people, mainly black people in general, who's calling Colin Kaepernick a sellout for going back on his word, a lot of y'all are hypocrites. And I'm going to tell you why. Because half of y'all wouldn't have even done half of what he did. Because do y'all know how many black people, not just black people, people in general, who are dying for the opportunity at the NFL or the NBA? Like, yeah, man, if I was making that much money, I'd be down for the cause, but I wouldn't sacrifice it for my lifestyle. Well, if that's the case, you ain't down for the cause then. Because I guarantee you, like, how many of y'all right now would be like, if an old rich white billionaire was like, hey there, boy, why don't you teach my kids how to do the Dougie, and then I'll give you this certain amount of money. Or, hey, why don't you teach me how to do the watch me whip, watch me nay-nay, and I'll give you the keys to this new Mercedes. Yes, massa. And y'all go right along and do that. And y'all do that just so y'all can floss and flex and stunt. And the reason that's the biggest problem in the black community now, is that we rather go back to the hood and flex and floss and stunt, all just so we can say, look at my watch, look at my chain, look at my new Mercedes. Yeah, y'all niggas is mad, ain't you? Yeah, but how'd you get it? Exactly. So if you got that mentality, if you so concerned with trying to flex and floss and stunt, then you can't say you down for the cause. If you like, would you sell out? Would you be who you like? Would you go back on your word just so you can ride around in that new Mercedes, just so you can push that new Benz, just so you can rock a $50,000 chain, just so you can ride in the Lamborghini? I'll bet 9 out of 10 of y'all probably would. And you could even actually equate that to the whole Donald Sterling situation that happened like 2 or 3 years ago. Because Donald Sterling said that, I'm paying. He said he was paying the players to keep quiet. He says, well, I buy them jewelry, I buy them new cars, I buy them nice clothes, I buy them women, all just to shut them up and just so they'll play for me. And as soon as LeBron James, who's probably one of the faces of the league right now, as soon as he heard that Donald Sterling was prejudiced, he said, well, a lot more players should take a stand. Like, if people don't stand up for him, then I'm not going to play anymore. And you can even apply that to a lot of our jobs, like a lot of people's, like, even entry level jobs, or people who work average jobs and live average lifestyles, like me. What I do for them right now is that I am a stocker in a warehouse for a retail store. What if my boss was prejudiced and I found out about it and I was like, well, until he gets fired, I'm refusing to work. And do you know what they're going to do to me at my entry level job? They're going to replace me with somebody who will play ball. It's like, okay, you don't want to work just because of your personal feelings? Then fine, get the hell out. We'll replace you with somebody who will. And that's just the way it works. I mean, as sad as I am to admit it, I mean, it's sad, but it's the truth. I mean, like, regardless of how, you can't let a lot of the times, you can't let your personal feelings and your beliefs get in the way of you doing what you got to do. I mean, come on. We done all work for somebody who we don't like. We done all took a job that we didn't want. And why? Just to make ends meet. Now, I suppose it is different when you make it in the NFL and the NBA and you making millions of dollars. I mean, a situation like that is different. Well, I mean, a little bit different, but I mean, you can have, like I said, in the beginning, I'm willing to swallow my pride if it means swallowing some food. But, I mean, I just wish Colin Kaepernick the best. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, somebody will pick him up. I mean, I don't know if he'll be a starter or if he'll be second string or whatever. But I think, like, he'll get picked up at the beginning of the 2017 season. And if not, then, well, I wish him well in whatever ventures he has. I mean, and one more thing. Like, people can't say that he's a sellout when he's done things outside, when he's actually done things to help the black community. Sure, he might live a lavish lifestyle, but I mean, like, you might see him like rocking an expensive suit. You might see him in an expensive car. But I mean, yes, he does give back to the community, and that's what a lot of all these rappers and stuff don't do. And another thing, like, a lot of black folks, like, we need to stop thinking that being a entertainer is the only way we can make it. Like, now, you don't need to be a rapper or an actor or an NFL or NBA player or a baseball player or a boxer or a singer or a comedian to make it. I mean, you can get you an education and you can get you a good job. So that way, when you can not only have a good job and make a decent amount of money, you can actually keep your integrity too. That way you don't really have to answer to anybody. That's why a lot of people are pushing for a lot more black-owned businesses. But I'm kind of sort of straying off topic, but not really. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on Colin Kaepernick getting blackballed. Hopefully he finds a new home somewhere else, but I mean, we'll see about it. But anyway, you guys drop your comments to let me know how you feel and what you think about this. But I'll be back with another video soon. Thanks for listening. Peace.